I need to watch this movie.
You haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming? I haven't seen the Falcon. Oh no, there isn't one. Sorry.
So, is it too late to say the MCU is back? Hey, I know it's still early days and things are still being worked on within the MCU and within all the issues they've gotten over the past couple of years, but gotta say the Captain America Brave New World trailer, mwah, chef's kiss. That's what I've been waiting for. Like that was a very good trailer. Like I'm lost for words. I was well. Let me break it down here. I had no expectations for this movie. I was excited to see Anthony Mackie, but after all the reshoots and all the issues the film itself had, I was kind of up in the air about it. But gotta say, wow. Hey, my name is AK with the Popcorn Perspective. I'm coming with you solo today, just going over my brief thoughts of what we saw. Brave New World, directed by Julius Ona. I don't know what movies he's done. Never seen any movies by Mr. Julius, but I gotta say, this trailer was exactly what I want a new Captain America to be like. I mean, it gives a lot of rate and that suspense and the thrill reminds me so much of that of Winter Soldier, which is still in my top 5 MCU movies ever. And then on top of that, like the Red Hulk, Harrison Ford. So before I go into too much detail, it's going to be a spoiler review, spoiler breakdown based on what we saw in the trailer and based on my intuition and my speculation. Take it with a grain of salt. I could be talking my ass. I might be misconstruing things that I remember from the trailer, but I mean, we're gonna break it down easier. First off, we know Harrison Ford. He is taking the role of Thaddeus Ross from William Hurt, who unfortunately passed away a couple of years back. Who used to play the role. If you remember him back in the Incredible Hulk movie, he was also in Civil War, Infinity War, and he was also in Black Widow. He's basically just been a minor background figure in politics and in the military who's been very anti-Supes and very anti-Hulk. And we finally see him don the Red Hulk persona at the end of the trailer. Amazing! That poster with the Red Hulk hands crumbling or like holding onto the Captain America shield. Beautiful imagery. Plus, you have Giancarlo Esposito in this film, and you have Tim Blake Nelson reprising his role from 2008 Incredible Hulk as Samuel Stearns, aka the Leader. Like, I'm sorry, like, sure, this might be a Captain America movie, but this is looking a lot to be like a Incredible Hulk 1.5. Like, I hope my man Mark Ruffalo makes an appearance. Or if not him, maybe his son, or maybe his sister, his cousin She-Hulk, whoever. I'm hoping we see more of him in this movie. He has to be, right? You can't have the Hulk not in a movie with the Red Hulk in it. But let's focus up here. That's a little bit my theory side. We'll get into more theories in a bit, but Giancarlo Esposito looks like he's playing George Washington Bridges, like a mercenary who once upon a time worked for S.H.I.E.L.D. Very curious to see how he's going to portray or how he's going to, or what side he's going to end up ultimately taking within this film. We did see a little bit of like the green face from Tim Blake's character, which we know it will ultimately become the Leader, who is Mastermind's villain, and I just can't wait to see what he does with like superhuman intelligence and all that fun stuff. And like I said, we do have Anthony Mackie, and we have Danny Ramirez basically reprising their roles from Falcon Winter Soldier. Danny Ramirez was Joaquin Torres. He's going to don the Falcon suit, while Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson's now going to be the Captain America in his first movie. Finally, Anthony Mackie gets the respect he deserves. I've been waiting for him to get his own standalone movie. He's been such a fun part of Falcon, and he's been such a great part of like the Captain America mythos, and being able to expand on him now as Captain. I can't wait. Now, like I said, I was kind of skeptical coming into this because this has had a lot of reshoots. I think like 3 to 4 reshoots, re-edits. I think a couple of writers in and out. I think they've been through like 2 directors, very much similar to what's going on with Blade and Thunderbolts. But I do know Kevin Feige has been restructuring and refocusing his priorities when it comes to MCU, trying to right the wrongs that the last 2 phases have had. So I'm hoping that means he's taken a lot of the criticism and worked it and made it to where it's going to be a more fluid film with a better structure to the greater MCU. I'm excited to see Harrison Ford. He is going to be the president now, President Ross. So I guess whatever happened at the end of Secret Invasion, that president lost his re-election bid, and it looks like Harrison Ford is taking over as a president. Like I said, we have Anthony Mackie. He looks like him and Ross are going to be working together to rebuild Captain America, an image of Captain America after what happened in Falcon Winter Soldier. It looks like you have, like I said, you have something going on with the leader. You have something going on with the Red Hulk. So I'm wondering if it's the leader pulling the strings or is Thaddeus Ross pulling the strings. Who is pulling the strings here? Who's in charge of creating the chaos that we see in the trailer? And is Thunderbolt Ross going to survive to the end of the movie? Or is he going to basically be the catalyst that springs forward the Thunderbolts movie? Basically a martyr that a bunch of the villains take as a monomer to represent, led by the leader or led by Wilson Fisk, the Thunderbolt movie. Curious to see how that's going to play out. Little bit of speculation, or theories, or things that I hope to see in this movie. I hope we get a William Fisk a shout out. Just imagine if if President Ross doing like a re-election bid, or like before he gets become president, or after the presidency, he's like giving a speech like, "Me and Mayor Fisk are working together to solve the crime," and just some kind of just shout out to him, or maybe we can see William Fisk kind of blackmailing Ross for an endorsement. I think that would be pretty cool to see because both of them are now political leaders in the MCU. We saw from the end of Echo, he's now mayor of Daredevil Born Again. He is going to be officially campaigning as a mayor. Now we have Isaiah Bradley. Looks like he's attempted to commit like an assassination on the President Ross. So I'm wondering, is he manipulated, brainwashed? It seemed very out of character from Isaiah Bradley from how we saw him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I'm like, there's a lot of interesting things and a lot of interesting tones and crazy, scary, realistic moments all muddled together within a beautiful, amazing, scary Red Hulk reveal. So, I mean, if this movie's going to be structured very much like Winter Soldier, very much intense and very grounded for the most part. Like Winter Soldier's grounded, but you also have like super soldiers and like brainwashed soldiers and all that stuff. So like you're gonna have realistic, grounded action with a far-fetched premise, aka the Red Hulk, or aka the leader. But as long as they keep everything as realistic as possible, and they keep the suspense and they keep the stakes realistic, I have a great feeling this movie is going to be it. Like I mentioned earlier, is the MCU back? I mean, we have Daredevil, we have Deadpool, we have the new Captain America movie, we have X-Men '97, which is killing it. Like, it's looking good. And then Thunderbolts. I gotta say, the Thunderbolt movie's looking interesting. I mean, anytime anytime anybody says Florence Pugh is going to be in the movie, I'm already sold. But that looks great too. So I mean, hey, all I gotta say is, sign me up, Marvel. whatever you're doing so far, it's been shaky. I do have hope that you guys know what you're doing. Now, I will say though, I am very much sad that Sebastian Stan, Bucky Barnes is not going to be in this movie apparently. But like I said earlier, is my man Hulk going to be in this, or is She-Hulk going to be in this? Is Fist going to be in this? I want to know who's going to be in this. I know Marvel's kind of stayed away from heavy like continuity cameos like they used to do in Civil War or like Ultron and all that. We really haven't had a big Avengers group movie yet. I think Thunderbolts is going to be that, and I'm hoping this is leading into that, with a bunch of cameos, a bunch of additional world building stuff, because MCU continuity has been on the down and down. Also, is that Tiamat we saw towards the end? I hope so. I hope we get an Eternal shout out. But I gotta say, Marvel, keep this up. I hope you guys are back on track, and I hope you guys kill it from here on out. I'm interested. That's all I can say is I'm interested, and you have me hooked. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Is this it? Is this what you wanted, or is this a L for you? Let me know below. Thanks. See y'all.